So welcome back, guys. In this session, we'll see different configuration of networks. So network configuration. To solve two-port networks, we need to know what are the configuration, network configuration. Okay. So before knowing network configuration, so to do parameters, to if someone asks you to find Z parameters, or someone asks you to find Y parameters, or ABCD, or H parameters, you need not to know the configuration, but without specifying, says if say ask means find Z parameters for say for example T configuration, T is T network. So this is the question he asked you. You know that this is a T circuit. Okay, this is a T network. You know, for this T network you will find Z parameters. So this is that one configuration, that is T configuration. So in that in this basis you have different configurations. I'll explain that. What are the configuration? You need to know that. So the first configuration is we know from beginning we are saying T configuration or T network. Okay, if the T network, this is the T network. So I represent the resistance in boxes. That is, it may be impedance or it may be admittance. If this is Z1, this is Z2, and this is Z3. Okay, this is asymmetric. This is asymmetric. Okay, so if Z1 equal to Z2, if Z1 equal to Z2, that is Z and Z, and this is Z1. So let us say Z1. If Z1 equal to Z2, that is equal to Z1 equal to Z2 equal to Z. This will become symmetric configuration. Okay, this is T network. Now we have a pi configuration or pi network. So if the circuit is in the pi form, let us say this is a pi network. So we are having a Z1, Z2, and Z3. If this pi network, this is asymmetric. We having different values. This is asymmetric. If this circuit having Z1 equal to Z2, that I'm naming as Z, and this is Z. This is value Z3, Z, and Z. So Z1 equal to Z2 equal to Z, then it is a symmetric pi network. Okay. So this is, we have T circuit and pi circuit, and we have seen that. T pi over, and now we have a third configuration, that is L network, L configuration. So in the circuit you will the form of L form. So this is L network. Okay, so this is maybe Z1 and this is Z2. So this is L configuration, and you have another configuration which is called bridge configuration. Bridge configuration, bridge T configuration, or bridge T configuration. Okay, that circuit will be in this form. This is bridge T configuration. Okay, you're having a value Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4. Okay, this is bridge T configuration. And now you have another configuration, that is fifth configuration. I am naming that lattice configuration. In that lattice configuration, you will have a series branches like this. Let us say Z1 and Z2, and we have a parallel arms, we'll call it as. In between you will have a circuit. This is Z1, Z2 and Z3, Z4. Okay. So if different values will have, this is port 1, port 2. So if it's Z1, 1, 1 dash, 2, 2 dash. If different values of Z1, Z2, Z3, this is asymmetric. Okay. If Z1 equal to Z2 and Z3 equal to Z4, then this will become symmetric. Okay. So this is the lattice configuration. We'll have another configuration, that is sixth configuration, that is half configuration. What is this half configuration? For T circuit, for example, this is a T circuit. Okay. So if this is Z1, Z2 and Z3, this can be written in half form like this. This is one. So this is divided into a parallel branch. Then this one Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4. So this is half section and this is another half section. So this pi T circuit can be divided into half sections. Therefore called half configuration. And again the pi circuit, let us take. This is a pi circuit. For this pi circuit, this can be divided in two series network. If you say Z1, Z2 and Z3, the Z2 is divided like this. So this is say Z1, Z2 and Z3, Z4. Combination of this will come Z2, this thing. So this is another half, and this is another half, and this is another half, and this is another half. See, if this is halved, you will getting L section. This L configuration. And this half is also L configuration. And this half is also L configuration, and this also is a L configuration. So combination of two L configurations give a pi circuit or a T circuit. This is a half configuration circuit. Okay. And we'll have another configuration, that is seventh configuration, or we'll say a network pattern. You may say a network pattern, that is recurring. Recurring means recurring configuration. So we'll call it as recurring or repeating. So for example, the T circuit you're having, if it is repeated twice, okay, and again, so it will repeat n multiple of times. So the whole thing will become again 2 port. So this is a combination of series pattern of 2 ports. So this may become whole port. So this is 1, 1 dash, and 2, 2 dash. For example, again a pi circuit. This is also a pi circuit. So again, this pi circuit is recurring. This is 1, this is 2, and this is pi circuit, and this T circuit is repeating, and this pi circuit and this pi circuit is repeating. So this is a recurring circuit configuration, we will say. So directly they ask you, so for the recurring circuit, a pi circuit or a T circuit, find 2 port networks. So what you will do here, we'll combine these things, this given pi, and we'll convert it into star connection, and we'll convert into our feasible matter. If you want to convert into T circuit, you'll convert. If you want to convert to the pi circuit, you'll convert. So someone will ask you to reduce the recurring circuit of pi to one single circuit, or like to a pi circuit or T circuit, then you'll do that. So for example, for this circuit, if we ask you to find ABCD parameters, so what you will do is, so this will, in these two circuits are in, these T elements are in series, you will add that. After that you will get a pi circuit, you transform it into a T circuit, and again based upon the our configuration will transform that. Okay, this is a different configurations. So in nutshell, we have 7 configurations, that is a T circuit, that is a pi circuit, and L circuit, half configuration, bridge T circuit, and recurring configuration. Okay, now we'll solve one problem, so which is very much indeed important for you, that is, so I ask you to find for example, this is a circuit. So this is the 1 Henry, and this is 1 Farad, and this is 1 ohm resistor. This is V1, V2. So current I2 is flowing and current I1 is flowing inside. Now my question is, find A, B, C, D parameters or transmission parameter, transmission parameter. Okay, so I want a transmission parameter or ABCD parameter. So I'll convert this to S domain. So you can convert this to S domain. This is the time domain. We have to convert into time S domain. That is, so equivalent of T of this 1 Henry in S domain is S, and this capacitor will be represented as 1 by S. Okay, this is let us say I1 of S. I'm not representing that I1 of S, and V1, and this is V2, and current I2 is entering. Now I want ABCD parameters. So what are the ABCD parameters we have? So in ABCD parameter, V1 and I1 are dependent. So independent are V2 plus B minus I2 and C V2 plus D minus I2. Okay. Now we want A, C. How? By I2 equal to 0. If I2 equal to 0, then we have A equal to V1 by V2 and C equal to I1 by V2. Okay. Now we will find A and C parameters by doing I2 equal to 0. So if you make I2 equal to 0, what happen here? The circuit will be configured as this I2 is 0. So if you make minus I2 equal to 0, that means whatever the direction is inwards, but to find ABCD parameter, we assume director is outward. So whatever the direction, but there is no voltage developed here. So we, for I2 equal to 0, minus I2 equal to 0, the circuit will be turned like this. So I2 equal to 0, so there is no voltage drop here. So V2 will be equal to the voltage across this S resistance, that is 1 ohm. This is 1 ohm. The current, what is the current is flowing? Only I1 current is flowing. Since we make I2 equal to 0, there is no flow of current. The current flowing through this element is only I1. So we get equation as minus V1 plus the loop equation is 1 into I1 plus S into I1 equal to 0. Therefore, we will get V1 equal to I1 will make common 1 plus S. So therefore, we will get so in our mind is we want to get V1 by V2 and I1 by I2. So we have V1 by I1 equal to V1 by I1 equal to S plus 1. Okay, we'll leave that like this. So and again V2 equal to, for this is the loop equation is having, we have V2 equal to direct voltage across S only, this inductor only. There is no current I2. Therefore we have V2 equal to S into I1. Okay, so we want V1 by V2, but from here, from this equation we have I1 equal to, from this equation, from the equation, let us say this is 1. So we have I1 equal to V1 by S plus 1. Substitute this here. You will get S into V1 by S plus 1. What we required? V1 by V2. Therefore, from this we have V1 by V2 equal to S plus 1 by S. So this is a voltage gain. There is no having units. V1 by V2. And again I1 by V2 is what? So I1 by V2 from this equation. So again I1 by V2 means directly, so I1 by V2 from this equation we have I1 by V2 equal to 1 by S. Okay, this is the ohm value. Okay, admittance value, that is mho value. So I1 by V2 equal to what? So these are the two parameters. This is a parameter A and this is parameter C. We obtained by making I2 equal to 0. Okay. Now we'll do B, D parameters by making V2 equal to 0. So we'll see how. So we need these values A and B values. So for this to find parameter B, D, that means to find B, D, what we do, we make V2 equal to 0. So if we make V2 equal to 0, what is the circuit will become? The circuit is, if we make V2 equal to 0 means we are shorting the output terminal and current I2 is entering and current I1 is entering here. We have voltage V1. Okay, I2 is entering. So if you make V2 equal to 0, so what is the value of B? So value of B equal to V1 by minus I2 and value of D equal to I1 by minus I2. So these are the two values we have to get. So from this equation we have I1 is flowing in this loop, I2 is flowing. Okay, now we need V1 by minus I2. So if you continue this circuit is not a problem, we have to get minus I2, or else what you do is we'll assume a direction of flow like this and we'll name it as, if I assume the direction of flow which I required is, that is for ABCD parameter, that is minus I2. Now I draw, our requirement is minus I2. Okay, now I'll write the loop equation in this direction, naming the current is minus I2. But actually the direction, the circuit direction is giving this was standard parameter, but we need ABCD parameter. So how we'll do that, we'll see now. So in the loop equation 1, so minus V1 plus I1 into 1 into I1 plus this is S, this is 1 by S. So S into I1, so what is the current I am assuming in this direction? So minus of minus I2. Okay, minus of minus I2. If this is in this direction, this is plus I2 only. It's not a, whatever the thing, we'll get I1 plus I2, but I am taking like this, and that is equal to 0. So V1 will be equal to I1 plus S I1 plus s I2. Therefore you will get I1 common 1 plus s plus s I2. So leave this equation aside. Now from this loop, from loop 2, this is equation 1, let us take, and this is loop 2. From loop 2 we have s into minus I2 minus I1. Since the current I in this loop minus I2 in this direction, I1 is opposite direction, therefore we might take minus 1 and plus 1 by c into minus I2 equal to 0. From this equation we'll have s minus s I2 minus 1 by s I2 minus, so minus s I1 equal to 0. Therefore you will get I2 common minus s minus 1 by s equal to s I1. So you will get from this equation as, so I1, so we'll take minus common here, so I1 minus I2 equal to, so I1 minus I2 equal to, so again I'll solve here only, we'll take minus common here and s is LCM, you'll get s square plus 1. So I1 minus I2 equal to, what you will have, this is s I1. So I1, we need to get I1 minus I2. So I1 minus I2 equal to s plus 1 by s square. Okay, this is a current gain, there is no having no units, so this is a parameter D. Okay, now we went V1 by minus I2. So we have V1 here and I2 is here. We need to, from this equation we need to get I1. From this equation I1, substitute equation 1 in here. So this is equation I1 equal to minus I2 s plus 1 by s square. Substitute this in equation 1. Substitute equation 1 in I1 in equation 1. So you will get V1 equal to, so minus I2 into s plus 1 divided by s square into 1 plus s plus s into I2. So therefore you will get minus I2 s square plus s cube plus 1 plus s plus s cube I2 by s square. So from minus I2 s cube minus I2 s cube, this will be cancelled. Therefore you will get minus I2 s square plus s plus 1 by s square. So we want what? V1 by minus I2. Therefore V1 by minus I2 equal to s square plus s plus 1 by s square. This is parameter B. Okay. So finally, by making V2 equal to 0, we find parameter D and by parameter B. So for the total ABCD parameter or transmission parameter, ABCD parameter, we will write ABCD matrix equal to, so S plus 1 by S and B matrix as B equation as S square plus S plus 1 by S square and C as 1 by S and D as this S square plus 1 by S square. Okay, this is ABCD parameters of this T circuit. This is of this circuit. So there is no particular rule to do this in this format only. Okay, for this circuit, simply what you will do is you find Z parameters. Okay, if you find Z parameters, if you know the conversion of ABCD parameters to Z parameters, then if you know Z parameters, you can find ABCD parameters. It is easily. Okay, so that is very much simple. But if examiner asks you to find in this format, find ABCD parameter without any interrelations, they may ask you to. Then you need to find all these things. In case if you forgot how to interrelated the ABCD parameter with the Z parameters, then also you can easily do this format. Okay. So thank you guys.